Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and I have a serious question before we actually begin the video, okay? So let's get started. You can put it in the comment section below, you can keep it in your head, but I really want to know where my community stands on this. If I was to sit down for like an entire hour, 2 hours, and watch Fast and the Furious with you, like an entire movie on YouTube, and the entire time while we were watching the movie, my only response would be like, wow, oh my god, damn, Vin Diesel's looking like a snack. That's my only commentary. I'm not questioning the runway scene from Fast and the Furious 6. I'm not questioning the quarter-mile drag race from Fast and the Furious 4. I'm a Fast and the Furious fan, if you couldn't tell. I'm not doing any of that. Do you think that it's okay? Do you think that if I get striked and taken down, DMCA'd by the actual like Hollywood studio behind that movie, that I have any right to complain? Well, the answer to that, all right, let's just do it, okay? TikTok, put it down in the comments. The answer is no. Now, I want to start this off by saying I'm not simping for the DMCA. Quite honestly, I think the DMCA laws are dog shit. Okay, I think they're terrible, I think they're antiquated, I think they need to be redone a little bit. But DMCA exists for a reason. When you go on YouTube, YouTube is one of those websites where they've had like a giant fight with Viacom, like basically throughout its entire lifespan. So when you're on YouTube and we're making content, we try to be so hardcore at preventing copyright strikes. We have to like make sure every aspect, every second of the video, every frame of the video constitutes fair use guidelines to make sure that if we do get striked, we can counter back with a legal notification and not lose our entire livelihoods. That's one of the things on YouTube. Now on Twitch, for some reason, it seems like a lot of big streamers are putting their entire livelihoods, their entire platform, at jeopardy by, believe it or not, watching entire licensed TV shows, movies, and anime. It's kind of insane. I never thought the day would come that this would be like the situation. Now, the entire YouTube like React Andy arc has existed. Look, I'm a streamer. Sometimes when I'm on a stream, I react to videos too. I watch a lot of ghost videos, okay? A lot of stuff from Nuke's Top 5. We look at a lot of cringe. But usually when I'm sitting there constantly watching these ghost videos, it's not I slap the video on, I walk away, get some food, do something else. No, I think I turned like a 15-minute ghost video into like a 50-minute experience, okay? I'm always pausing it and criticizing it and calling it out for all the crackheads that you find in a ghost video. Because there are no ghosts in reality, it's just crackheads hiding in weird places. But that's a whole different story, okay? Now recently, some streamers have decided we're going to watch MasterChef. Now, MasterChef is a pretty big show in the United States. It has, Gordon Ramsay and, like, a bunch of other judges. They basically, like, review food. They basically get a bunch of cooks to come in and, like, they participate in a competition, all right? The best chef wins $250,000 and a giant trophy, and it is what it is. Now, it's a big syndicated show, okay? It's owned by some big people. It's licensed by some big Hollywood types. Now, you think if you're going to watch entire TV shows and rebroadcast it to hundreds, if not thousands of people, and suddenly, whoa, I got striked, should you really be surprised? Now, I was looking at live stream fails and Pokimane just got banned. Now, you might be wondering, what the fuck did Pokimane do to get banned? Well, Pokimane decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yes, she was watching some good old anime. Now, may I remind you, anime is one of those, like, landmines you don't do on the internet. It wasn't literally too long ago that Totally Not Mark, a YouTuber, got over 100 copyright notifications for reviewing anime. Sometimes he wasn't even watching anime. He was just covering something in the anime. It is that sensitive and it is that loose. Now on Twitch, when people are watching those same animes from the big production studios in Japan, and all of a sudden they're like, whoa, they took down my stream. How could they? Bro, you literally played with fire and got burned. Now, this really sparks a dipshit debate by a lot of people who try to defend this behavior by saying, that murder, it's fair use. So we're going to do something that I feel like 99% of the people who defend this shit don't do, which is fucking read. So let's go over to copyright.gov, okay? Fair-use, more-info.html, all right? You can check the sources for yourself. Last updated May 2021. Fair use is a legal doctrine that promotes freedom of expression by permitting the unlicensed use of copyright-protected works in certain circumstances. What are these circumstances? Things like criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. I'm sure we can omit the last three. There's no teaching, scholarships, or researching going on. There's mostly no news reporting, but criticism and comment is where people really like to throw the fair use argument. Bro, I was just watching a movie. Maybe I wasn't reacting to it, but I was commenting every once in a while. So we're going to read what the government provides, as more context. Purpose and character of the use, including whether the use is of a commercial nature or is for nonprofit educational purposes. Courts look at how the party claiming fair use is using the copyrighted works and are more likely to find that nonprofit educational or non-commercial uses are fair. This does not mean, however, that all nonprofit education and non-commercial uses are fair. Additionally, transformative uses are most likely to be considered fair. Transformative uses are those that add something new with a further purpose or different character and do not substitute the original use of the work. If you restream an entire movie and you just put your face into the corner and you might react like every once in a while, you do realize people can watch your stream and there is an argument that could be made in court that maybe somebody doesn't have to give money to the rights holder for watching said movie or TV show or anime, all right? It doesn't matter how much you comment. If you restream the whole goddamn movie, the whole TV show, guess what? It's not that transformative, and you might not be protected. Nature of the copyrighted work. The factor analyzes the degree to which the work that was used relates to copyright's purposes and encouraging creative expression. Thus, using a more creative or imaginative work, such as a novel, movie, or song, is less likely to support a claim of a fair use than using a factual work, such as a technical article or news item. So you understand, if you're using an imaginative work, like a movie, for instance, okay? Like Hackers. I love the movie Hackers. I can't restream the whole movie to you on YouTube with me sitting in the corner eating potato chips and making a comment every once in a while. Oh shit, guys, he hacked the Gibson. God damn. That wouldn't fly. Okay, I get a copyright strike and I don't have the rights to complain about it. Amount and substantiability of the portion used in relation to the copyright's work as a whole. All right, this is where we're going to use our comprehension, boys. Under this factor, courts look at both the quantity and quality of the copyrighted material that was used. Most of the Twitch streams do not have anywhere close to the quality required to argue this. Fair use is less likely to be found. If the use includes a large portion of the copyrighted work, fair use is less likely to be found. Yeah, what if all of the episode is used? I'm sure fair use most likely will never be found in that case, I'm just saying. Some courts have found use of an entire work to be fair under certain circumstances. You better transform the entire piece if you hope to get away in court. Effects of the use upon the potential market for value of the copyrighted work. Courts review whether or not to what extent the unlicensed use harms the existing or future market for the copyright owner's original works. So you ever realize how, like, when shows like South Park get sold to certain streaming services for hundreds of millions of dollars, that's because big companies fight over the streaming rights to have that on their platforms. Now, imagine if you were streaming to tens of thousands of people, it's not just a small game anymore. Some courts may in fact argue that you might even be a rebroadcaster. Sometimes people come onto my streams, and I'm streaming to like 10,000 people. If I watched an entire movie, like let's say I watched Matrix Resurrections, and I just reacted to it on YouTube streaming in front of 10,000 people, and I get sued because I'm actually rebroadcasting a brand new movie to 10,000 people, I can't argue that it's fair use. I'm literally rebroadcasting a whole movie while eating potato chips in the entire corner. That doesn't constitute legality. Stop it! So listen, I know, I'm boring you with the legal shit, okay? But listen, we have to do the reading, okay? Because now that we got that through, everyone watching this has a better understanding of how far you can get away with fair use. So lately on Twitch, aside from the MasterChef meta, it seems like a lot of creators, big name creators that, by the way, were being recommended to me through Twitch, are committing some serious landmine busting things. Now, I pause this right here to make a point real quick. This is a clip from the show Pawn Stars, as you can see on History Channel. Now, XQC is rebroadcasting this to tens of thousands of people. Even if you were to just watch this on YouTube, all right, as clips just from their channel, it still doesn't constitute the ability for you to restream it just because that content of it is available on YouTube. If you watched this on YouTube streaming, YouTube would actually blank out your stream for rebroadcasting copyrighted footage. Now, it doesn't help that XQC is either a ghost or he's left the room, leaving this video running. And, you know, at this point, there's almost no sympathy. You're making it easy to be striked. Now, to give XQC some more credit, okay, when he does come back, all right, to the stream, he is in fact playing League of Legends, okay? So he is actually putting some transformative stuff on the stream. Now, I get a lot of arguments from people like, these guys stream for 14 hours a day. What if they watch... Listen, just because you stream for 14 hours a day doesn't give you a cheat pass for an hour to break DMCA guidelines, okay? If you choose to stream 14 hours a day, you best make sure all 14 hours of your content are probably legal free, okay? Like, you don't want to have any legal issues. These guys are large enough that they themselves could individually be sued by big companies for a large amount of money. If a big TV studio looked at 84,000 viewers watching rebroadcasted shit of their own content, you think they're not going to think of chasing any proper legal fees off you? Come on now, let's not be stupid. Now, Hassan Piker, who you might know as one of the bigger faces on Twitch, has around 40,000 people who are basically watching his stream. Now, we had him on the podcast. You know, he's a cool guy. You know, I'm on good terms with the man. But one thing that he's doing on stream right now that is, again, a fucking landmine is watching MasterChef. So here's Gordon Ramsay, and they're watching MasterChef on Fox, okay? One of the most litigious networks, if not the most, on right now. And these guys are just rebroadcasting full episodes of MasterChef on Twitch. And hey, speak of the devil, since time of this recording, Hassan actually did receive a copyright takedown notice from Twitch, and it seems like it's manually done by Fox itself. Again, this is like the best case scenario to get. Imagine if they decided, based on view counts, could we choose to pursue this in a more legal manner? Because it is in fact reaching rebroadcaster territory, and that can be pretty bad for a single person to fight legally against a megacorp like Fox. And before anybody says, but Muda, what about like the fact that this is in fact increasing the viewer base for MasterChef? I doubt one of the largest cooking competitions from one of the largest media corporations in the world is getting any substantial viewership from streamers themselves at the moment. And before anybody makes the argument, but Muda, what about video games? They're clearly falling under fair use. Well, for the most part, depending on how you play a video game, it can be very transformative. If you were to just upload a full game playthrough and basically leak every aspect of a story-driven game, there's no stopping any company behind it to take it down. The only reason companies don't is because there is a symbiotic relationship between streamers and gaming platforms and gaming companies. And in a lot of cases, some streamers will in fact be paid to run these games. That's because they've received licensing permission to do this. If you were to play GTA 5 right now, Rockstar Games probably would never DMCA strike you. But that doesn't stop any music company from DMCAing you if you were to play any licensed song from their soundtrack. This is how complicated DMCA becomes, okay? Licensing needs to be taken seriously, and the fact that people are running around on Twitch without any care in the world for this absolutely blows my mind. Here's another streamer known as Disguised Toast, who's streaming to 30,000 people. Again, you're getting rebroadcaster territory, and he's watching anime. But this is how, like, this is at this point, if he gets sued, he, like, knows what he's doing is wrong. So look at the title. He's watching a new anime, Itan Hatade. Now, of course, if you can read backwards with super dyslexia, you'll notice it's actually Death Note. Episode 1 out of 37. Oh, we got the gauntlet today, baby. Now, of course, he's reversed the thing. It's Death Note written back. He's reversed the stream, so he knows that if there's a machine learning algorithm watching his content, it might choose to be confused because the machine learning may not be able to detect that it's inverted footage. It's a common thing that you'll find on YouTube with people re-uploading full episodes just to get away from the YouTube, like, DMCA filter. But this is, like, clear-cut evidence that you know what you're doing is fucking wrong. And, like, I was watching the entire content. Dude's just, like, straight up eating food while the anime is running. Like, that's all it is. Dude's just eating dinner while watching the anime. One of the largest streamers. Like, this is, like, dude, what? Ironically, the only streamer that's actually big, and one that I respect on a personal level, Pay Money Wubby, 13,000 viewers, actually producing his own content. This dude's cooking some good-ass food right now. Have a little burger party. Wubby's gonna have some bacon burgers and tots right now. Good job, brother. God damn. Now, I'm going to stop this video off over here. I'm just going to give my final take. All right, my final little viewership. Twitch streamers are being real cute with their thing. I feel like there's this aura of pretending that you're like untouchable. Listen, the larger you guys are, okay, here's the thing. If like a 200 viewer Andy is doing this, he'll probably skate under the radar. But when you got like mainstream appeal, when you've got like hundreds of thousands of live viewers at times, and you're doing stuff like this, you're not just playing with fire, you're sticking your hand down into the actual embers at this point, onto the coals. Because here's the thing, if you're watching anime or you're watching TV or a movie and the actual production studio live takes you down, could you imagine how much you're actually going up against when they choose to sue you? Because here's the thing, all right, I'm no lawyer or anything, don't take this as legal advice, but if you're just rebroadcasting entire shows and eating the entire time and you get taken to court because you're violating the DMCA law, there is no sympathy for you being sued. You probably won't be able to win that. You might get away with some settlement, but you ain't winning that case whatsoever. Look, I think this is bad for the whole platform because at the end of the day, the larger streamers will get the slap on the wrist, but if Twitch gets one bad rap in terms of how loosely it like actually, treats the law, this could be bad in terms of advertiser money flow into the system, and in general, how bad it'll affect the smaller streamer who's just trying to get by. Streamers who may not even violate DMCA whatsoever, but now they're going to be faced with even tighter regulations, even tighter systems, and they're going to have to learn what it's like to stream on YouTube, okay? All right, where like videos can be like blocked midstream. Live streams can be blocked on this platform if you watch even like a minute of content that is like copyright, violating. Look, I think it's dumb, I think it's stupid, and I think this is one of those like really dangerous like metas to go around, and it's only a matter of time before one big streamer gets sued. You can be mad at me all you want for it, but look, I'm just speaking straight facts at this point. If you choose to disagree, that's on you, Chief. But I think Twitch streamers are being dumb. I think the MasterChef meta is pretty dangerous. I think the entire watch DMCA content meta is pretty dangerous. And I get people who are like, I like watch parties. Look, I like joining in and watching things with a group of people, but there's a time and place to do it, and there's a method of doing it, okay? Even if you stream movies over Discord screen share, you're still violating the DMCA, all right? Because you're still broadcasting copyrighted works. But no one's really gonna jump down your throat for that. But if you're on Twitch streams, streaming entire animes in front of 80,000 people, good luck is all I'm saying. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I've got a Kronos malware video to cover, a Kronos cyber attack video. I am out.